Welcome everyone. We are looking at day 4 and we are going to draw some tape diagrams. Now I'm going to go over page 89 altogether, so if you would like to follow along, like have your papers ready, I will show you how I'm putting mine together. So I gotta press enter. Alright, so for page 89 we have part A. There is one road that they are going to be creating all together. So I don't know the size of this road. I made it kind of small in the beginning, but that's okay. So this one road, or this piece of this road that we have so far, is 3/7 of the road. So what I'm going to imagine in my head is that this is only one part of the road, and it represents 3/7 of this entire road. So I'm not exactly at one road yet because 3/7 does not equal 1. So I'm going to add on another 3/7. So for this one, if I have 3/7 and I add 3/7 to it, then as you can see, they're equal pieces. But it's still not enough. I don't have enough of the road in order to fill that in. So I have 3/7 plus 3/7, which is going to give me 6/7, but it has not given me an entire road yet. I will add one more piece of this, and now I have 9/7, which means I have too much. So, what am I going to do? Oh, you know what? Since these represent 3/7 of this, what I'm going to do is I'm going to find out how much one road would be. So one road would be 7/7. So I'm going to go ahead and cut this into 7/7 of this road. And so you have, as you can see over here, you have 1, 2, 3. This is 3/7. 1, 2, 3, or 6/7. And then we have one piece over here, which is going to represent 7/7, which gives me my entire road. So I only really need to go from this part all the way to about right here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to first put my whole road together, or my lines that kind of connect it, and then where that meets up, I'm just going to draw a line because I only need one part of this, or in this case I'm separating it into 3 equal parts, because if that one equals 3/7, that one equals 3/7, then that means that this last piece is also going to be 3/7, or 3 equal pieces. So I only need 1/3 of this last piece in order to get my entire road. So for this part, we're going to cut that last piece off a little bit early, so that way I have my entire road. Okay, the next one, B. For this one, we have one entire road again. So what I need is the equal amount of pieces in order to make my one entire road. So for this one, we have our piece, and this one represents 1/6. Now, what's weird about this piece is that it's pretty much the same size as the last pieces that we were working with, but you just kind of have to change your mind and visualize it as 1/6 of this road. So for this one, we have, because it's 1/6, we are going to have 6 equal pieces that will equal that one road. So again, if I cut this whole entire road into 6 equal pieces, I'm going to get 1/6 here, 1/6 here, 1/6 here, 1/6 here, 1/6 here, and 1/6 here. And then if I add them all together, one entire road, I get 6/6. So that one was actually pretty easy, like scary easy. Maybe they're trying to, bring you into a sense of calm before you get to, aha! This one. Okay, so let's go over this very, very carefully. We have 3 roads, A, B, and C. B is 3 times longer than A, C is twice as long as B. Draw the roads. What fraction of the total length of the roads is the length of A? If road B is 7 miles longer than road A, what is the length of road C? Oy, so much work. Okay, let's get this started. So we have B 3 times longer than A. C is twice as long as B. For the most part, I don't hear anything about A, so I'm going to assume that A is our smallest piece. Pretty simple? Okay, because if we look at this, I don't hear any mention of road A. Like, road A seems to be the base unit, or the smallest piece of this puzzle. So I'm going to make sure that I have my first piece as road A. Now, I can work from here. B is 3 times longer than A, which means that I have road A, but now I have 3 of them. So now I have to figure out, am I taking this road A and cutting it into 3, or am I taking this piece and making 3 pieces of it? Or 3 copies of it. I'm sorry, my dog is being weird. Okay, he's good. So in this case, we are going to make 3 copies of this same road. So B is 3 times longer than A. So I'm going to change the color a little bit so that way I can see it as a separate road. Alright, poor road A. It's the smallest piece. It's the most basic piece, so I'm going to keep it as gray. Alright, and then we have C is twice as long as B. Woo. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make 2 copies of road B. Put them side by side. Pretty simple, pretty easy. I'm happy with what I have. Alright, now I am going to label this one. Oh wait, no, sorry. I'm going to cut it up into equal pieces so that way I can kind of see that. And now I'm going to go ahead and label that as road C. So for this, we are looking at the same amounts for every single thing. So road A is represented in every single one of these roads, for the most part. So it says what fraction of the total length of the roads is length A, is the length of A. Oh, so what we're going to do is we see that road A is 1 piece of this, but I need the entire fraction, or I'm going to create a fraction out of the total lengths. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start over here, and I'm just going to count the pieces that I see. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. So road A is 1/10 of the entire lengths that we have. Now I'm going to move on to the second question of this part C, but I'm going to go on to another slide, so don't freak out. It's going to look a little different. Okay, it said, if road B is 7 miles longer than road A, what is the total length of road C? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the rest of my road B, because it says it's 7 miles longer than that, I'm going to label that as 7. So this road, because it's longer than the other part of it, we're going to have to try and figure out what the length of road A is. And what we're going to do is we're going to find this length, and because this is longer than it, right, it's representing this entire part as a whole. So I have 7 that's being separated into 2 equal pieces. Do you see those 2 equal pieces? Ignore these guys over here. Do you see those 2 equal pieces? So for this one, we're going to take our road, or we're going to take this length, this 7, and we are going to divide by 2, because in this case, this is represented as the rest of this road being 7 miles, and we are dividing it into 2 equal pieces. And what that's going to do is it's going to give us the answer for this piece, this piece, this piece, road A, and all of the ones for road C, but they're not represented yet. Okay, so take 7, divide by 2, go ahead and take time to try and solve that before I get the answer. Okay, I had way too much coffee this morning, so that means that I'm going to keep going on. If you need more time, you have to press pause. Okay, so 7 divided by 2 is going to give me 3.5. So it's going to be represented here, it's going to be represented here, it's going to be represented here, because they are equal lengths, they are equal pieces. So then road A is also 3.5, and that means road C, is 6 separate pieces. There's one part missing, I don't know, it's weird. And it's going to be all 3.5 pieces. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just focus on the length of road C. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So what you can do is you could do 6 times 3.5, or you could add 3 plus 3 plus 3 plus 3 plus 3 plus 3 together, and then a half plus 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 a half together, and come up with the answer. It's totally up to you, but I'm going to have you go ahead and pause so you can try and solve it yourself. Okay, so in my brain, I did 6 times 3. Okay, realistically, on a calculator, I put in 6 times 3, because I'm not going to lie to you guys, and got 18, and then I saw a half and a half here, which gives me 1, 19, 20, 21. So the length of road C is 21 miles. So that is all we have for page 89. There is one more page that has the same exact ideas on there. If you follow the same process, you will not have to worry about very much. But again, if you do have any problems, please, please, please make sure that you contact your teacher in some way, shape, or form, so that way we are aware of that part of it. And then also make sure that you know that there are Zoom meetings available that you can go on to and reach out to people. So I'm going to go ahead and press pause, but that is it for today. All right, I'll see you guys tomorrow.